Well, great morning, everyone. Yesterday, I finally got the raw milk, so I'm having that with my coffee this morning. And then I got a little thing for the car, Flash Fish it's called, and I charged it up and then used it today to boil my coffee. I have a little thing you can put water in and boil it. And that worked really well, so I wanted to give that a try. So that did work well. And I got a little fan that's going with me. It's my little fan, little bitty fan. So that's going with me. Gotta pack that. And today the portable cooker is coming. And then tomorrow I have my last delivery is coming. And so we'll see. Now I did get these. This goes for the shades for the front of the car. I got this. This is a seat cover for, while we're staying. Maybe if I'm staying in the car and it's raining and the dogs are coming in and out. I've got beige colored seats in my car. So I will put this on. I have this put on if needed. Now I do have a few things, and we'll see. I got the Pancake outdoor potty system. And I have tried, they say use the, like cat litter. Tried that, don't like it at all. Then they said use these pellets, they're pine. It's got the pine scent. I don't think so. I tried that as well. Don't care for that as well. So I'll probably go to the RV and take the things that I use in the RV, which seem to work well. So don't forget, this is going to be my car camping instead of being in my RV. And why am I doing that? For if I'm, want to go a ways away and I want a boondock. Now, again, my car gets average now 37 miles to the gallon. The RV gets 15. So, no brainer. Use the car if I want to go pretty far and there's no electric. Easier to find a place to park the car in the shade than it is to park the RV. So anyway, this is an experiment. I'm using my Camry. I have a Camry hybrid, okay? Seriously considered getting a Prius because you can set everything up in the car. Now, if I'm doing the Camry, what I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to try, I got a pop-up tent, throw it out, pops up, boop, that I'm going to use during the day, and then I will sleep in the car at night. I don't trust sleeping out in a tent. They're too easy to access. In the car, if somebody comes to bother you, you've got the car alarm, you've got the alarm, and I will be taking other protection, shall we say. So, I'm not going out there unarmed. No way. Out, a woman alone out there, yeah, no, but that's the plan. Be able to set up the tent so you have a little shade and stuff for the daytime where it's cooler than being in the car. Now the car, I can set the temperature control, which I will do at night. You leave it running and you can have the AC, whatever running, the heat or AC running all evening. And because it's a hybrid, it doesn't use as much gas as if you were running a regular car. So anyway, that's the plan. But you know how plans are. So I did buy, the disposable toilet. So what I'm going to do, because you might be out there for a while, I want to get another bucket with a lid system that you can put in that's airtight. So you can use your toilet and then wrap it up, and you're going to have a few of them, that you're going to have to carry with you. And so I want it in a container that the lid can be shut tightly. So you're not going to have to deal with any type of smell, because you know what happens with urine and stuff when it gets hot? It ferments, okay? And that's one reason I changed my system in the RV to a dry toilet instead of using the sewage system in there, because no matter what you put in it, you're out there in that heat. It heats up and it's going to smell. You're going to have some sort of a smell that's coming, and so that's why I'm going to the dry system. So anyway, that's what's going on with here. Now my, the panko thing, the thing I got, I gotta show you. This thing is crazy. It's like a little tent. You put it on your head. You just sit it on your head, and the thing unfolds, and it goes boop, and you're in this little thing that you could go in there and change your clothes, or use a toilet. Now, this is really convenient if you were on the roadway. Now men, if they gotta go pee, they just pull over and turn their back to the thing and have at it, okay? Women can't do that. We can't, okay? So I did get this thing. You sit it on your head, and then it unfolds. It just goes boop. Now the problem is, when you refold it, you cannot get it back in the bag, okay? This is the bag. I've tried 10 ways to Sunday. You take it, and the same thing like the pop-up tent. You twist it, and then you put it together, and it goes back in the bag, supposedly. But I cannot get it back in this bag to save my life. So I put it in a regular garbage bag, which holds it okay. So anyway, sometimes stuff like that happens. It just is not going to fit in there. But it is convenient. I can see, if you have a massive problem, say you've eaten something, and we've all been there before, and there is no bathroom in sight, okay? You're on this road, and it's 100 miles to the bathroom, and you needed at 5 miles be back. Okay. At least with this, you can grab the toilet, you throw that thing over you, and you can go, be on the side of the road. You may look a little strange with this thing, but nobody's going to see a thing. So, it's good to have emergency measures, because how many times have we seen, oh, there's a rest area, and you get there and the rest area is closed? Yeah. I don't know how many times on the road you really have to go to the toilet and the rest area is closed. And there's not another rest area for another 100 miles. And you're just like, that's crazy. So anyway, I did get this thing, and it just sits on the top of your head. It's not self-supporting. Okay, this is for like emergency purposes. So you just put it on there, and it folds down, and You can go in there, go to the bathroom, nobody will see anything. Or if you're out there and you want to change clothes, you know, you can do that, and nobody's going to see anything. So that's a good thing to have. So anyway, I'm getting everything ready to go in there. I have a little Yeti, and I mean little. It's this big. It doesn't hold much at all. So I want to see if I can find some, you know, dry ice to keep things in there frozen. We'll see. Because I'm on a primary deep meat diet. Now, things I did get, you know, those little foil things you can get. You can get salmon, you can get chicken, you can get pulled pork. You just rip it open and you eat it. I mean, that's simple, okay? And if I want things hot, I have a little thing that you plug into your car, and it can warm stuff up on the way going. Now, the one I got this time is not as good as the one I had before. I don't know, this is a different company, but it should work okay. Taking the squirt bottle with the water and vinegar to clean my dishes. And what else? Anyway, you'll see it when I get there. When we give it a shot, I'll show you the whole setup, the whole thing. And hopefully this works. So I think it's stuff. Another thing I found out you can do, which I didn't know, if you have a Prius or you have a hybrid car, in the back, now I could do this with my Camry. Difficulty is that I have to set things up in the trunk, really. Or, you know, I do have that one little center thing that comes in, but then that's going into where I'm going to be sleeping. So I'm not going to be in there cooking and doing that. But you can get an inverter, and you have a separate little battery that's in the very back of the car. There's a little panel, you just open it, and you can hook an inverter to that. And you could run a microwave, you could run anything off of that, because it goes off of your main big battery that you have for the hybrid. It runs it off the hybrid battery. So that's another little trick that I just saw done that's like, oh my God, no brainer. You can get a 1700 watt inverter and you can run anything, okay? But like I said, I have to have it in the trunk because, and my sleeping area is just the back seat. That's my sleeping area. Then I have, I have a little box that I'm going to be putting my, you know, just whatever cooking things and, you know, stuff that doesn't have to be refrigerated will be in there, as well as my properly eating utensils and that type of stuff will be in this little box that sits behind the driver's seat. So I'm in the process of trying to figure out where I'm going to put everything and getting the car ready to go. Now, yesterday I had the oil change. I do have a small oil leak, so I'm going to have to take it in and find out what's going on with that. That's the first issue I've ever had with my car, and it's a 2012. But I do want to get that fixed. There is some sort of a small oil leak somewhere. What else is going on? That's about it. I ordered one thing. It was one of those shades that says you can put it up easily. No, you can't. It's heavy. You know, it's very heavy. And so it's going back to Amazon. I said, there's no way I can put this up easily. I can't put it up by myself. So that's going back today. But yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Really. This is day 5 of my carnivore diet. I'm already starting to lose a bit of weight. Now, when I was on the Mediterranean, trying the Mediterranean thing, I just gained weight like that. An extra 10 pounds, just boom. So those things don't work for me. The vegetarian thing, I got a lot more inflammation and difficulties with it. So, like I said, I'm going to the carnivore, and we'll see how it goes. But I think I'm over the hump. I'm in day 5. Your first few days, you need to adjust from going from a more vegetarian fare to, all meat. So you're going to have a bit of an adjustment. It's the way it is. But I think I'm over the hump with that, and it seems to be going fine. Oh, yesterday I got duck eggs, so I'm going to do some of those. And I got the raw milk. So we'll see. There's only one place here that carries raw milk, and so I'm having that in my coffee this morning, and so far so good. So we'll see what happens. But I got a lot of things that you can take with you that don't need refrigeration, as heavy refrigeration. Canned meats and canned things like that. So, I will take some regular meats, frozen things, a few things with me, but mainly I try to get, regular jerky that doesn't have sugar in it, and stuff that's dry, and like I said, those packets. I did get the whole milk that's in the little, you can have them on the shelf forever, so I'm taking those with me so I don't have to refrigerate milk. As many things as I could get that don't need to be refrigerated, that's what I'm stocking up on to take with me for doing these camping times. So yeah. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I've got to go return that thing so I can get credited back my money for that for Amazon. And I'm going to go I think I'll have a couple of eggs this morning. Yesterday I ate pretty light, because I eat pretty light anyway, and I'm more of a snacker. I don't eat, I see people doing the carnivore and they're having a big steak like this. That's like 3-4 meals for me. I can eat a piece of meat about that big, and that fills me up. That's it. I can't eat anymore. So I don't eat a lot, and I've never ever been a big eater in my whole life, just haven't been. So we'll see. Anyway, all good. Mr. Max is all zoning out over here. What doing, Mr. Max? Huh? What you doing, Mr. Max? Huh? Being a good boy? Yeah. It's a good boy. There's May. Oh man, the minute I go to put stuff in the car, she's jumping in the car, ready to go. She's a goer. Say, I'm a goer. I like to go. I like to ride the car. I do. Yeah. Man, I open the van and she's out there like a shot and in the front seat. She jumps on the driver's seat and then jumps over into the puppy seat. No problem. She likes to go. Mr. Max is more of a homebody. He says, I'm a couch potato. He's not as big on the, on the going life as May is. I'll take my fan. But we'll see. I think I am going to try to find an inverter so that I can maybe later run some heavier things off the car. Like, I don't want to take my Bluetti. It's too large to do for the car, so I've got to figure out something else. So the best way to do it will be an inverter that I can hook to the back battery that runs right off of my main huge car battery. So yeah, I should have no problem with, keeping my computer, with charging my computer and everything. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I've got lots of stuff still to do. I'm going to go grab something to eat here real quick and take that stuff back. I've got to get the little container thing with a lid on it so that I can throw away waste material and everything. Yeah, because Lord knows you don't want something smelling up your car, because you got to take all the waste stuff out if you're in a place that's not a traditional campground where they've got things, I was just thinking I should probably, I'm going to think about, may have to get another one that's sealed if I'm in bear country, because they can smell meat and food miles away. So you don't want to leave anything out where they're going to be smelling. It's got to be really contained. So I'm going to think about that too. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here and I'll see you online.